guys, so today we're just going to run you through how to set up your Tanacom 1200 from the real basics, plugging it in, connecting it to your battery, and we'll run you through the menu, making sure that the units of measure are right, and then showing you how to go into spooling mode and spool the reel up. So we'll crack into it. So what you'll see on the bottom of the reel is this little cap. All you have to do to plug the reel in firstly is undo that. There's a little slot which you rotate till it fits into the reel. That'll let you slide it in. And then you've got a little screw here as well, which you just screw to tighten down. Particularly when you're out on the water, that just seals the whole unit up, so you're not going to get salt water through that connection. Next part of the puzzle is plugging your electric reel in, which is super simple. The terminals are marked red and black, red for positive, black for negative. So just make sure you match them up correctly on the battery that you're using. All right, we've turned the reel on for the first time. So the first menu that pops up is language. So we're going to pick our language, which is English. So it starts on there, which is easy. But if you need to move through the menu, you can use the power lever to go up and down and select your language if you want something different than English, but we'll go English, okay. Yep. So then we get to choose the unit of measure. In New Zealand, we always go meters because that matches up with the spools of braid that we're putting on. So we'll select meters, and then the reel's obviously on, but we want to spool the reel, so we need to press menu, and then we need to go to line data input. We want to start, so again press OK. We want to choose P1 when line length is known. So we know that the spool of our braid that we're putting on is 1,000 meters of P8, so we select that. And then basically we're in the spooling menu. So what will happen when we rig the reel up and start spooling it, we've got our little tension counter. When we're spooling, what you'll see is we want to keep that little arrow that's on the left in the middle of that darker patch. So what we'll do now is we'll hook it up to the spooling machine and we'll show you how to get the tension lever working. So the braid we've chosen to put on today is the Tanacom braid, which is P8 1000 meters. So as we touched on before with the menu, we knew our line length and rating. So yeah, P8 1000. So that should fill the reel perfectly. So then the next step before we get to spooling is obviously threading your line through the level one and then connecting it to the spool. So we just want to drop the line through. I like to get it in the middle so that when you come through the other side, your braid's sitting there for you to grab. So then the next thing we want to do is create a knot to connect to the spool. So what we're going to do, the spool's got a little, essentially a little knob on it, so we can create a knot to hook up to that. So we're just going to do the old faithful uni knot. So grab your line, make your loop. I'm going to take that tag in through the loop 5 or so times. Then we pull it up tight. And I like to get it quite tight at this stage because we're going to trim the tag end. We're going to pull it up from there. So nice and tight. And that just creates a knot that's going to slide down for us. So we've created our little uni knot, which is going to slide down. We can put it on to that little nodule that's on the spool. Then what I like to do is get it over there. It's swung around. Hold my finger on top of that so the knot can't slide off. Created a uni knot which will slide, and then just pull it and that will slide up nice and tight and not go anywhere. So that gives us a secure anchor point to start the spooling process. So now we're ready to start spooling. We've put the lever back, all the way back. So now we can start powering on. So you hear the reel fire up. And then what we want to do is just put enough pressure on the braid so that our little tension meter's sitting in the middle of those thicker lines. Now we sit back, make sure that stays there, and yeah, fill the reel up. There's nothing to do until we're topped up. So if you're spooling your reel at home and you're not fortunate enough to have a spooling machine, all you need is yourself and one other person. I recommend putting the reel on the rod, threading your line down through your guides, hooking it to the reel, setting up the second person with a screwdriver and tea towel or rag just to apply tension. Then same process as we just ran through on the spooling machine. Click it into gear, push the power lever up, make sure your spool tension's perfectly aligned and you've got the right tension, and fill your reel up and away you go. All right, so your Tanacom 1200's all spooled. Hopefully we ran through everything. But if you've got a Tanacom 1200 and you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below and we'll get back to you and answer them. Otherwise, good luck out there fishing.